Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today I've got something Jurassic World related, and this is the Jurassic World Count Cretaceous Primal Attack Sound Strike Cryolophosaurus. I actually got this imported from Japan off the Amazon Japan website. So if you want this, it actually turned up really quick and it was a reasonable price. So if you're overseas or you're struggling to find this anywhere else, it actually retailed for us in the UK for £30, which I think is a real good price considering if I was to buy this off eBay from overseas, it'd be about over 50 quid. £50, sorry. So I actually got this from Amazon Japan. So I would get your Amazon sorted for Japan as well if you really want this figure. I've also got the Ceratops coming soon as well. This figure, I'm not sure if it's fully out in the US. So, I don't know if it's even out in the UK properly. I haven't seen it anywhere. It's not on the Smith's website or anything. But hopefully it'll be out for us in the UK soon. So if you don't really want to get it off Amazon Japan, then I would recommend just maybe waiting for it. Hopefully it'll be out soon. I absolutely love the colouring of this figure. As you can see, it's all in Chinese Japan writing. So yeah, there isn't much more I can say. The packaging is pretty much the same as all the Count Cretaceous packaging, other than the font's all different. This has actually got a sticker on it. So if I actually took that off, it probably would say Cryolophosaurus. And yeah, there isn't much more I can say. It's actually a Aurorivore, and if you can see here, it's actually got like a tag what you can pull out to make the sound effects happen. So I'm actually reviewing this for people who's not really know much about this figure, because they've actually come out with the first one, which is this one. This one came out like a year ago, so I'll do a comparison with them. I think all the sculpts pretty much the same, but I'm going to talk about it like it's the first time we've seen this sculpt, for people who's never really seen this figure before. The back of the packaging just has a really cool picture of the Cryolophosaurus in action, and obviously it's compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app. I always show you the app during the review, so I'll show you that if and when. And here is two of the other available figures as well. I've done a review on the Bionics, and I've done a review on the old Ceratops, and this is the new one. I'm very excited for this one because of the green colouring. It just reminds me of the Jurassic World movie. And yeah, there isn't much more I can say. I'm hoping it comes out in the UK soon, and if not, go on the Japan Amazon and you'll get it pretty quick. I was quite shocked. So I'm going to stop going on now, and I'll have more Jurassic World content coming up soon. I'm sorry I haven't been actually posting any Jurassic World content, but this is why I got this one from Japan, because it's been very hard. Well, no new toys have actually come out. I got the new Savage Strike Raptor as well. I didn't do a review on it, but I will show you this as well throughout the video. I'll show you this at the end, so if you're curious about this, stay tuned as well. So I'm going to stop going on, and without further ado, I'm going to get the Cryolophosaurus out the packaging. So everyone, I've got the Cryolophosaurus out the packaging. I've actually turned down my lighting so you can see the colouring properly. But quickly as well, I also want to talk about the new packaging, what's coming out, which is Dino Escapes. It looks really, really cool. And the Count Cretaceous series has been really good. I've watched series 3. Well, I've watched half of series 3. I'm going to watch the rest tonight. And yeah, I just quickly wanted to say that because Count Cretaceous has been so good. And the new packaging looks really good as well. But this is the new Cryolophosaurus out the packaging, and my overall thoughts on it is it looks absolutely amazing. I loved the first one, but I really like dark colourings. This colour is like a dark blue, almost like charcoaly blue kind of colour. It has some really nice pops of orange, a little bit of cream colouring and a little bit of cream colouring under the belly. If you can see there, I've actually got the tag still left in because my other Cryolophosaurus is quite sensitive. It makes loads of noise and I don't want it to interrupt until I'm ready to let you all listen to the sound. It just reminds me of the old Rorovores the first came out with. But this is the face up close. Sorry if you hear any noises in the background. But yeah, this looks absolutely awesome. The sculpt is really nicely done. It's got a really nice painted yellow eye. This crest bit is connected with a different type of material. And it's really nicely sculpted, as you can see here. I'm just going to put my light on, so if you have a good look at the colour, you'll see that it's this really nice dark blue. But if I just put my light on, you'll be able to see the sculpting a bit better. So as you can see there, it's got some really nice texturing around the nose area. The eye is really nicely painted as well. I like the sculpting around the mouth area here as well. The mouth you can actually articulate however you want, so it's not got like a because it's got a feature where you can move its head up and down by moving the tail, which I'll show you that in a sec. And here is the mouth. It's different because the tongue is a really light pink colour, which is different because usually it's a bit more darker pink than this. The teeth are nicely sculpted as well. They're not real sharp, but they don't look real darky, because sometimes these figures can look a little bit darky with the sculpt. But these look really nicely done. The jaw has got some really nice texturing and little lumps and bumps around here. And I love the fact that you can move the mouth however you want. And it's got some really nice folds and wrinkle crease detailing in the neck. And it's got this real nice white colour. It's like a white cream grey colour. It's not fully white. It's just like white with a little bit of tint of grey. And then it follows down on the neck. And then it scatters throughout the body here as well. And then on the top of the head, it's got this really nice sculpting of this crest that goes here. And then fin detailing and some wrinkle like folds going down the side, well, the top bit of the head here. It's really nicely sculpted. I love the little ridges and span detailing in the top of their head. And then this orange is different to this. I don't know if they've tried to match it up, but I'm kind of glad that they didn't match it up, because I really like this red. It complements the orange really well, and a nice pop of orange or a nice pop of red always complements a dark colouring of the skin. The sculpt on this is absolutely amazing. It's got so much detail, like lumps and bumps here, crease detailing, rib definition, crease detailing here, even some crease detailing at the back of the arms there. Some really nice details in the arms as well. Scale detailing, muscle definition. It's got a soft material. The claws aren't painted, but it doesn't bother me this time because it's all dark colours anyway, so it wouldn't need to be painted. The feet are really nicely sculpted as well. And the nails are the same colour as the skin. If you wanted to paint them, it's easily done. Just get some like black paint or black pen, like a marker pen, and that would look amazing. But I still think it doesn't really need it. Usually if it's like a lighter colour, I do like them to paint the claws, but it really doesn't need it this time round. And then it's got some really nice folds and crease detailing in the leg with some nice scale detailing as well. It's one of the most detailed figures I've seen. Well, all of them are very detailed. I think Mattel does such a brilliant job on these figures altogether. But it reminds me of the Concavinator. That's got loads of detail as well. And the blue reminds me of the Concavinator as well. And then on the actual tail, it's got some lumps and bumps. But the only bits of colour in the ears is this whitey grey colour, bit of orangey red at the top, like a brick orange, and then a little bit more of a brighter brick orange colour at the top of the head. And here is the face, as you see up close here. It looks really cool. I love how they've sculpted this around, like the nostril area. Really nicely painted. I know the eye's not been misprinted or anything like that. You've got to take your luck if you buy them offline. And yeah, the legs the same on this side as well. And then loads of detail on the other side. And on the underbelly, even though you've got a speaker here, it's well hidden when you put the figure down. And it's got this really nice bit of shading of white underneath the belly. It'd be kind of cool if they spread it out throughout the tail, and maybe up the chest area, but it doesn't bother me at all. And as you can see, there is the Jurassic World symbol there on the foot. And I'm going to try and do this now. There is the scan code for the Jurassic World Facts app. It's not going to let me focus it in. There you go. So if you want to pause the video and scan away, you can. I'll try and maybe bring it in a little bit closer. No, my camera always plays up when I'm doing the scan codes. But yeah, he's such an awesome figure. The legs are really strong as well. Sometimes some of the older figures, the legs seem to dip down, but this one is not going anywhere. It's really strong and steady. Like, I'm really tapping that and it's not going anywhere. As usual, the articulation, obviously you can move the jaw however you want it. So that's really good for photography and maybe just looking cool on your shelf and play purposes. These figures are also 4 and plus. So, but I'd still be a bit careful for a 4-year-old to have this figure or other figures from the line as well, because they could be still like sharp, but they have made them quite bluntish, the claws and the teeth, and I think that's for that purpose as well, so everyone can enjoy him. So yeah, the jaw can move however you want. You can move the arms pretty much all the way around. Move them up and down, just the same as what a majority of all the other figures are being. And you can swell the arms as well. So you've got some really good posability. You can move the legs into as well however you want it. That noise, not the actual figure itself. And the legs are really strong. You can move the thighs in and out. Not so much on this one, but you can on this one. And the levels of detail are really cool and really nicely done. And I'm just going to take the tag out. So the tag's much longer, but I've cut it down just so I can show you the figure a little bit better. So I'm going to take it out now. So it simply just comes out like that. Then I'm hoping it works, because it's going to be the first time I'm going to wear it as well. And that sounds absolutely awesome. So you can move the tail like that. Wow, that sounds so loud and clear. So it'll move its head down like that, up like that, and side to side. So you can do some really good playing action with these figures. That sounds so good. You could even have it where it's on the floor, crouched down. And it'll move. Like it's going to get its prey. Looks absolutely awesome. Now I'm going to do a quick comparison with the other one. So they've actually not really changed the peak of its head. This is actually the same orange. It's a little bit, I think it's a tiny little bit darker. I'm not sure. Could be just me. But they've actually not changed none of the sculpt at all. As far as I can see, they've not changed none of the sculpt, but two totally different colouring. Now, I love it when Mattel come out with a repaint what's literally totally different compared to the first one. But these two look absolutely awesome. They're a totally different coloured scheme. But what I really like is yellow and dark blues really complement each other really well. So these two standing next to each other looks really good, with the pops of yellow and the pops of orange just look so cool. And the sculpt is pretty much, well, it's all the same, the sculpt. They haven't really changed the jaw. The jaw colour is the same as well. So I feel like all they've done is they've just changed the body colour and kept the jaw and the peaks and simply just stuck them on the top. That's the only thing I can think of. This one has lost its sound, but I have used this one a lot. And if you didn't want... If you didn't want the sound, all you'd have to do is cut the little tag off what you get and cut it real short and just jam it in there, and then it won't make it sound no more. If you think that the sound's quite off-putting. This one has freckling on the skin and this one doesn't. This one, I think this one actually came out a year ago. It's got a bit of glow marks on the nose there, but that's easily took off. Yeah, and this one has got painted claws, and I like that because it's a lighter colour, but they didn't paint these claws, but like I said, it's easily done. But yeah, these two look absolutely awesome and definitely worth adding to your Jurassic World collection, and they will look absolutely awesome for all purposes, play purposes, sitting on your shelf purposes, and photography. I do a lot of photography on my Instagram, which is Liam_Magpie. So if you like Jurassic World content, I do other content as well, because I do a big mixed range of toys on my channel from, well, just different toys altogether. So if you like mixed ranges of toys and not just Jurassic World, please like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos as well. So now we've had a look at the Cryolophosaurus, I will show you him again at the end of the video. I'm quickly going to show you the new Savage Strike Raptor. So the sculpt is pretty much the same as all the other Savage Strike Raptors. This figure, when they changed the sculpt into from the Attack Pack figures, I loved the sculpt on the Attack Pack figures, but these ones are very much, I feel like, a little bit better because they've got extra articulation, they've got an actual action feature, and they're both the same price, which makes no sense, because for something to have added articulation, and if you press the button in, which is blended really nice with the sculpt, you can actually use the action feature and move the arms however you want as well. There isn't really much I can really say about this one, because I think we've all seen that the new Savage Strike Sculpt is a little bit better and are really cool figures. It's this really cool orangey colour as well. And it kind of reminds me of the Lost World Raptors with the orange. If this orange was more like a brownish orange, and then the stripes was just a little bit more darker, then it would come off more like the raptors from the Lost World. But yeah, the face sculpt is really nicely done. I like how the brown stripes go around the eye. Gives it this really nice tigery feel about it, like it blends so well in the long grass. Some dry grass would look really cool. And just for people who don't really know much about these figures at all, you can articulate the jaw however you want. You can move the head that far up, that far down. You can move its head side to side, pretty much go all the way around. You can move the arms however you want. The arms are sculpted really creepy, and you can move them out as well like that. And the swivel. And that's why I really like the Savage Strike ones more than the Attack Pack ones, because they've got pretty much the same articulation, but this one has extra articulation with the head movement and neck movement. It's got the action feature and it moves its arms out. The other ones just move the arms up and down, and you can actually move the thighs in and out as well. And it just, they move a little bit smoother as well. And they have painted claws, maybe not here, but here, and you can easily get them painted if you want it. The button is blended so nicely with the actual sculpt itself, and I love the tiger striping going throughout the body overall, from the top of its head going all the way pretty much down to the tail. And the tail also even has a swivel. Now, it would be kind of cool if they actually articulated the tail so you can move it side to side, but it's a lot more better movement than what the Attack Packs would have come out with. Now, I'm not trying to put down Attack Packs, I still love them, and I love pretty much whatever Mattel comes out with, long as it's not like, if it's, I have a little rule, if it's herbivores, I like them to be like earthy colours and sometimes a bit bright. If they're carnivores, I like them to be dark colours, tiny little bit of colour. I don't mind like a little pip, like I said, a pop of orange or a pop of red. This one would blend in really well with the raptor, but this one would be better in like dark forests. So yeah, I have my little rules of herbivores being more like earth colours with a little bit of like maybe like a pop on the top of the peaks or something like that, in like a bright green or a yellow. But these ones I usually like to be more muted down in colour and maybe just a pop of colour. But yeah, these figures are absolutely awesome. And what else is really cool as well, I probably said cool about 1,000,000 times in this video, is they've got a really nice weight to them. They don't feel like they're going to break. So yeah, Mattel do an absolute brilliant job on these figures. And there is a quick size comparison if you really wanted to see. Yeah, it looks really awesome. I'll quickly show you the scan code as well. So pause away and scan away for the scan code for the Jurassic World Facts app. There is the Jurassic World symbol there. This retails for £10 from Smith's. It's actually in store now. It was on the website for absolutely months and months and months, and then all of a sudden it decided that it's going to come out. There was something else I quickly wanted to talk about before I ended the review. I don't know. It's got a really nice cream colouring, sand colouring down its body as well. No, there isn't much more I can say. Both of these figures, these new figures, are definitely worth adding to your Jurassic World collection. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more toy related stuff. I'm not going to link these in the description box down below, but people of the UK, if you're struggling to find toys like this, get the Japan Amazon. People of the UK, if you have a Smiths near you, get to your Smiths and buy this cool raptor. They've come up with so many colours, so many different types of sculpts. I can't wait to see what this new sculpt is. There's a new sculpt of a raptor coming out soon as well. It's like a brown and green colour. So I can't wait to see that and to see the new packaging for the Dinoscapes. And I've gone on a lot on this video. It's just that I haven't done no Jurassic World content for a while. But I do a big mixed range of toys on my channel. I've got more Jurassic World stuff coming up soon, and I've got some other things in the works as well. So I will see you on the next one, and like and subscribe. And I've said that a million times as well, but I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.